What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, your host. So today when it comes to watchOS, I'll be happy to let you know that we now have a new software update, and as you can see right here, this is watchOS 11.3, and in this video I'm simply going to be showing you all the new features and changes that this software has to offer for your Apple Watch. The first change I would like to highlight is this watch face that you see right here. This one didn't actually release with the over-the-air software update, but Apple released this during a pre-release news conference where they talked about a new store that's opening up in China, and it's carried by the Photos watch face, and alongside this they also released a new wallpaper that you can download and set as a watch face or for your other Apple devices of your choice. Another change that has been introduced with this update has to do with home and with automation, and it's a good one because now Apple has added a HomeKit support that allows you to be able to add certain models of robot vacuums, so you can add them to your home and set them up, and at the same time when you do set them up for automation, you'll be able to use Siri to set them in motion and do prompts so that the robot vacuum begins to do its task. Now keep in mind that since this is a newly added feature for the Apple Watch and Apple's other devices that support the HomeKit, not a lot of robot vacuums are going to be supported initially, but then with time hopefully we get to see this become mainstream and the adoption rate increase. Another change that Apple recently added has to do with notification summaries. So yeah, I remember getting summarized notifications on the Apple Watch, but I actually don't have a lot of notifications at the time I'm recording this video. But if you go into your settings on your Apple Watch right here and then go to notifications, you have the ability to show summary of notifications when your Apple Watch is locked, and you can change whether you want to show full notifications as well, and notification on wrist down, you can change that. But this is in addition or in accordance to the latest iOS update that has been improved right here. So now when you go into your notifications and you try and turn them on your iPhone, you notice here we have a new splash screen that pops up right here, and it's going to tell you about summarized notifications and now notification summaries both on your iPhone and on your Apple Watch. They will have a little icon besides it just to indicate that, you know, this notification has been summarized, and at the same time the summarized notification is going to be in italics. Just so I don't forget, if you are setting up notification summaries for sections such as the news and entertainment, you can see right here for news and entertainment right there for YouTube, Reddit, finance, news, podcast, among others. This is temporarily unavailable, and summaries will automatically appear when available. And the reason why Apple is doing this is because there was an issue with notification summaries where it mis-summarized a notification and it ended up making the news. So for news and entertainment, you'll be able to set that later, but then for communication, social, and others, you can set it up for your iPhone and for your Apple Watch. When it comes to watch faces, we actually don't have the Unity watch face yet. Now typically Apple would have released the Unity watch face for this year, like by mid of this month, but since we haven't received it, code in tvOS 18.3 actually suggests that Apple still has plans on releasing a black Unity watch band / watch face in 2025, and that's all. Shout out to Aaron P613 on X for finding that out. So pretty soon on the Apple Watch we are going to be getting the new Unity watch face, and you can see right here if I go to add new watch faces, that's not yet available. Usually it comes up on top. If I go to the use section right here on my watch faces, you can see the Unity that we have right here. So we have just the regular Unity, and then we have Unity Bloom, Unity Lights, and then Unity Mosaic. I think this time around it's going to be something with alongside this name with Unity, and that's something that we are going to be seeing soon. With regards to health and fitness, I'll be happy to let you know that Apple recently made changes to this, and you can see it right here if you have the Fitness Plus subscription. Now I still have it right here, but I'm not a big heavy user for Fitness Plus, but right here you can see Apple Fitness Plus unveils an exciting lineup of new ways to stay active in 2025, and they've improved some of the workouts, and there's 3 perfect perfect weeks of strength among others that you can check out, and this is available on the Apple News website, and you can see some of the recent changes that Apple brings to the Apple News Plus fitness subscribers. If you are in a country or region that supports sleep apnea, I'll be happy to let you know that now sleep apnea notifications are available for more regions. And yes, sleep apnea notifications aren't supported on my Apple Watch Ultra 1 that I have right here, but if you have the Ultra 2 and I believe the Series 10, you can be able to turn on sleep apnea notifications if you are in Brazil and Malaysia, as those are the recently added new countries and regions that support the new sleep apnea notification feature, and your Apple Watch will notify you when it detects a possible sleep apnea or disturbances in your breathing pattern while you are sleeping. This is a feature I wasn't able to confirm whether it wasn't existing or not, but across the board for iOS and macOS, Apple actually added the continuous repeat function for the calculator app. So if you say something like 2 plus 2, then you hit equals, you get 4. But then when you continue to hit equals, it continues to do the last operations that you did. So if I say minus, you can see if I say like 6 times 6 and then I continue to hit, it continue to times the sum that I have right here with 6. If I do division by 5, it will continue to divide by 5, and just like that. So this is a cool thing that the Apple Watch does now, but I'm not 100% certain whether it wasn't there already. But it's cool to see that this is getting some love within their wallet, both for the Apple Watch and for the iPhone. I'll be happy to let you know that if you are in the States, now there's more regions that support the wallet, and I believe there's now 10, and the latest state to add that is Illinois. So now you can actually be able to add your digital ID in Illinois and among the other 10 regions or states that now support and allow you to be able to have a digital driver's license or digital ID within your Apple Wallet app. With the previous update, I had an issue where if I would take a screenshot on my Apple Watch like this, it wouldn't actually show up. But you can see as I take the screenshots here on my Apple Watch, it's almost, it may be a second delay, but now they show up on my iPhone and it's synchronizing, which is good. So if you're having that issue where it wasn't synchronizing your screenshots that you've taken on your Apple Watch, this update fixes that issue. And then at the same time, if you are having issues with camera control, which is an issue that I was experiencing, so if I open up the camera on my iPhone right here, and then maybe I'll go to video just like this, an issue that I was experiencing, I'll just go to front facing. When the camera app is open like that and then I use camera control right here, you can see it now continues forward. Before, what was happening was I would get a black screen when I already have the camera app open on my iPhone, and then I would launch it on my Apple Watch, I would get a black screen. So it's good to see that Apple has fixed that. And then another issue I was experiencing that Apple has fixed had to do with the modular jewel. Before, this watch face was always getting like a bug where it would show the widgets or whatever complications I would have added as a black screen, but now Apple seems to have fixed that, and I've added it multiple times, multiple versions and multiple complications, and it works. The black screen bug has been resolved, but it was nice while it lasted. It was like a minimal watch face. And at the same time, when it comes to the battery, a number of users asked me to actually try and test out my battery percentage, but I managed to charge my watch up to 95%. It takes so long to go from 90 to 100, but the first 50%, it's so fast. But let me know if you get the fully charged notification on your Apple Watch after updating to this new version, because it was an issue for certain users where when it would go to 100%, they wouldn't get the notifications on their Apple Watches. So hopefully Apple has fixed that. On the Apple Watch, with this update, we don't have any form of UI improvements when it comes to Siri. Not sure whether watchOS 11.4 is going to change that or bring anything. But then a user asked me to test like ECG right here. So yeah, ECG I was able to test. It's working good. Of course, it's not going to be accurate right here. For this is just demonstration purposes to show you that yes, it's here and it's working. You can see if I put my finger on the crown like this, it's gonna, you know, try and measure, but you know, to get the proper measurements or readings, I have to wear my Apple Watch correctly. And when it comes to the blood oxygen measurement right here, you can see 32 minutes ago and after I was already on watchOS 11.3, it gave me a good reading, which is good. So my health sensors are working good and features are still working as intended. The release notes of this update actually mentioned that this update has some improvements and bugs fixes for your Apple Watch. At this point in time, Apple hasn't yet released the release notes for watchOS 11.3, but you can see recently released watchOS 11.2 release notes. Here, Apple actually patched a lot of stuff, and some of them had to do with kernel, which is like the core operating system of the Apple Watch. So that's a pretty serious one, and you can see some other CVE entries or common vulnerabilities and exposures that Apple resolved when it comes to the previous update. So keep an eye on this page after the update goes live, maybe a few hours after, then Apple will probably update and you'll be able to know what they have patched when it comes to watchOS 11.3. Now, basically, that's how this update came in for me. Some of the changes that were there that were introduced with watchOS 11.2 carry over, such as the newly added awards and the fitness, as well as the RPM display if you have a fitness bike that has support for that. So check those out, and I'm pretty sure with this update they will be working fine. I have a bike that I've been using with the display and it works good. So that's about it for me when it comes to this new update. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.